So what's up? Looks like they're doing like a coronavirus 5G matrix update rollout here. Like all of a sudden all the humans are doing different patterns and stuff. I think they're updating the software and the programming that they use to control the humans. So I think that's really what we see going on, because that's definitely what I'm seeing is happening out here. I'm not really listening to too much stuff like news or anything like that, but you can see that the humans are acting differently, like they've been programmed differently, and it's another one of those widespread things where like everyone falls into a trend. Just this time they're kind of all falling into the corona trend, and the like the whole thing is going to shift. I believe they've been controlling the humans with radio frequency, because Lou Kradowski told me that when I asked him how he controls the humans. And so that makes sense that they're rolling out the 5G at the same time the shutdown is happening, because that like takes it away from your mind that well, wait a minute, all of a sudden why did everyone change? And it's because they updated the programming, and the virus gives them a good shield to questions like that, like how come all of a sudden everyone changed and stuff like that. So everyone's supposed to be inside, so they don't all see the change in the human conscience as they roll out the 5G coronavirus Agenda 21 update. And it gets to the point where you gotta start asking like what's really going on and who's who in this world. But you can see like all of a sudden like the patterns the humans are taking, the things they're doing, you can see that that's all changed now. Like there's people outside, there's people just like they were being more calm all of a sudden and shit, and then they're gonna like roll out some changes in the government and stuff like that. I think they're changing like, it's kind of like downloadable content or something in a game. They're just like updating what's going on. They've always had this stuff. They just slowly devised their programming for it, I guess. Or maybe they even always had that. But it seems like they're with them all hyping those things all at once. That's probably likely what it is. If they're putting out these 5G towers, and then all of a sudden everyone has to be locked inside, but at the same time everyone's patterns are changing. It's just a rollout in the matrix. They're changing like everything about the matrix, I think. Here who knows what all they did. Like they can change everything probably, right? But I think that's what it is, because I've been watching the humans' patterns for a while, and they always have these shifts in consciousness, and it's all like TV programmed and stuff. So, sorry, was thinking of something I just seen. So, I think that's what's going on, and they're updating like the matrix around us. So, do I have proof to that? No, but I've been watching this long enough. Like the people are being programmed to be a certain way, and And it just makes perfect sense that they're bringing out these larger antennas. And then Luke Kradowski said that they're using radio waves to control people. So all these people are changing at the same time. And it's just like they totally changed what's going on. I expect to see a lot more changes in the Matrix here soon. Like they're shifting in the storylines. They've been pushing these Abrahamic storylines for a long time, and I think they're just pushing forward with that, with like their end times prophecy stuff, because the Matrix was designed with these things in mind. Everything in the Matrix was designed, to be part of the Matrix one way or the other. So there's probably not too many like dead ends. Like you can search for UFOs and you'll never find anything about it. But the truth is, if there's like advanced beings, they can probably cloak themselves so you don't see them. And they would want to keep themselves that way, but they still put that theory out there, because it's part of what's in their head. It's part of the programming. And then they've had like the Bible stuff, like has been like, part of what's going on, part of the programming. They've changed like, Hollywood to be all satanic and stuff like that, and then they, created Israel and stuff like that to fulfill things that are going on and they say they're going to do. And I think they're rolling out an update to the Matrix here. I haven't got it all figured out what's going on here, but it does seem like that's the most likely thing. Agenda 21 and all that. So, there's the people who know what Agenda 21 is, and then that this is what Agenda 21 is, without applying some supernatural fluff to it or any other fluff to it. It's just like it's a rollout for Agenda 21, and it's going to be used that way. But it seems to be like mass programming, where whatever they're doing, however they can do it, they program the humans to do all this, do whatever. And they're changing their programming right now to seemingly be different people. It's working. Like you could like there's something smoother about the flow of traffic, and that wasn't that way in this city before. Now some of y'all might have already noticed this in your city, but I think it's rare. Every city's kind of different. So probably the one city I was in where I've seen it may have been the only city down in Miami. But they didn't drive so smooth around here, and now they do. And everyone's just like a little slower, but at the same time they're outside running around and stuff and hanging out and stuff in these neighborhoods, and they don't do that stuff. They're just rolling out. They're rolling out an entire agenda that's been planned long before they probably even wrote of it. I mean, it's long on new and it's short on order. So it's been around forever. I think that's really what's going on. And there's no proof to that, but it's kind of taken from what everyone is saying and piecing together like the possibilities. And I've just been watching the humans change so much the past 10 years that it's become obvious to me when there's these shift in consciousness. And I've asked before, like, where do these come from? How do these shifts work? And Luke Kradowski told me they use radio waves and shit. Who am I to question? Who are you to question what Luke Kradowski says? Because Luke Kradowski runs the media, right? He's famous. People don't know them.